Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes it at the 7th. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Smith catches left side. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Bucs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Bobby Okereke in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and goal from the 3. Harris. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Damian Harris hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tie. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's in for 2. The fake works. And they take the lead.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Rodgers now on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Off play action, Tannehill. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Tannehill rolling to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Tannehill. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 7.
Here's Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Touchdown! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air, 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Damian Harris with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The point after is good, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete to Foster. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Robert Foster, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Isaiah Simmons. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Tannehill's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Dorsett making the catch. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now Tannehill. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tannehill throwing again. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Kene Nwangu hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Rodgers now on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rodgers going to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw that happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll look to set up his blockers. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets it complete to Harris. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Complete. Smith has it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Throwing now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.